Hello, this is Shay Ketchum, and welcome back to my blind reactions to RWBY Volume 9. I've really been enjoying it so far, the more emotional journey. What with RWBY finally having to deal with her trauma, Blake taking a more assertive role, and Weiss dealing with the loss of her home while also having to deal with the illogical stuff in the Ever After, especially considering she's the most logical of the team usually. But enough of me rambling. I've been enjoying it, so let's continue on with Chapter 3, or Episode 3. Rude, Red, and Royal. Because of course. Nice little drum beat.
Are we sure we should do this?
Yeah.
Well, the Red King helped Alex.
We aren't Alex.
Well, one of you might be similar to Alex for all we know. A butterfly? Very different one. Although I suppose... what is... I suppose the entire world is different, so it's not that strange in retrospect. You look like a toy. Well, I guess the citizens did.
You're the Red King?
How dare you! There is no king! I am the Red Prince. Why I never coming to someone's castle without even knowing who they are. And on my birthday!
Happy birthday, Your Majesty!
Wow, you're very stuck up.
Happy birthday, Your Majesty!
Oh God, please don't do anything.
Yes, a joyous occasion. Thank you very much.
Red Prince? The king wasn't nearly as rude.
Huh.
Or small.
True, actually.
Or loud.
Well, if it
I didn't
hadn't
catch
been
that.
for your kind, the king would still be here.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, is the king dead?
Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
Happy birthday.
Birthday, I guess.
Oh God.
How do you know such privileged information?
What?
You must be infiltrators here to steal my crown!
What? That is...
You literally just told us.
Yeah.
Also, we saw advertisements for your party. Everywhere.
Silence! You are in the presence of royalty! That's me, thank you very much. The heir to the Crimson Castle!
Oh, this is somewhat familiar.
Ew. Did I used to be this unbearably pompous?
Not
Your
as
Majesty,
bad.
we have brought you a magnificent gift.
You were
befitting
definitely-
of the royal birthday.
You were definitely
It is
more
very
likable.
rare. The weapon of the greatest warrior to ever live.
Acquired by us and only us with no help at all.
But we're the ones who gave it to you.
No help at all.
Why? I'm really liking the guards. They're just kind of... They're just kind of silly.
Green? Why is it green?
Because it's green.
How could you?
Please let her pick
Forgive
it up.
us, Your Majesty. We
please
didn't
forgive
know
us.
it was green. We're stupid.
Take them away.
Really, dude?
Please,
Just because it's not your signature color?
gave it to us. It was their fault. It wasn't me.
Oh,
No, wait.
so we're dealing with a
Maybe
Queen
we
of
can
Hearts
help
situation.
cheer you up.
Beheading people does cheer me up, but
What?
go on.
We heard you like to play games.
Yeah, it was chess, wasn't it? Are those horns coming out of the... Oh, they're bells. Why do I have a feeling this butterfly is, like, sentient? Seriously,
So, what exactly do you desire from me in
Side note.
exchange for playing my game?
Who is voicing this guy?
Always a catch.
Your Majesty, you are as wise as you are... small!
No, wrong.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay, that somehow
If
worked.
we win, our
Good
only
job, Little.
request is that you help us get to the tree.
The tree? It's so far away.
Yes.
That's, why we're asking.
You don't have to take them there personally. You could just send your guards. Is that really much of a hassle?
If you win, I will help you with what you ask.
Okay.
Great. So, how do we play?
Ruby, do you not know how to play chess? I mean, granted, it's complicated, but still.
What? Each player may move every pawn one space each turn. Rule 2.
Okay.
Whoever gets the most pawns to the other side of the board wins.
Okay.
Rule 3. To take over a space, you must dispose of whoever occupies it.
Dispose of?
Oh. So you're asking her to kill the pieces in order to get the spaces.
Okay.
Um,
I think I'm missing some pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a more full set there.
How perfect that you brought along friends to play then.
No. That is a terrible idea.
Hey, what are you doing? Weiss, Yang, Blake!
Yeah, we're all widows.
We're okay! Ruby!
Oh, I thought that was
The
them.
most important thing is winning this game.
What's
Kind-
wrong with them?
I don't know. They look stupid.
Well, screw you too.
I guess these are our teammates.
May as well work
No
together.
one's going to get hurt.
Right?
As I am a gracious ruler, the white team may go first. Begin!
You are starting to annoy me with your smug little grin. Also, I'm getting like Yu-Gi-Oh flashbacks to like that duel with Bakura, where Yugi and his friends were like duel monsters. It's kind of a lot like that.
Can you advance one space forward, please?
Does that work? Oh, you little.
A victory for me!
Great. So the game is rigged. So
Okay. How about you three?
Weiss, Blake, and Yang are the only ones we can count on in this situation.
Weiss, do you think you can take that space? Have some faith!
Thank you.
Go waste!
And that is why she's the Ice Queen.
Beginner's luck. It doesn't bother me.
Well, one reason. Little, what are you doing?
So,
Ugh,
tell me,
I'm getting unsettled by you,
why
actually.
do you want to go to the tree?
To leave?
We want to go home. And we believe the tree can get us there. Yang, you're up.
All over it!
Your cruel little gesture of putting her friends here is gonna be your undoing.
And how do you know this?
Well, it worked for someone we know. Blake, your turn.
Ruby, don't mention the name. I have a bit of a feeling here.
Maybe we can win. Surely not, though.
right?
Aw.
Someone you know, hmm?
Yeah, don't.
Hey, what about us? What do you want us to do?
Huh?
I mean, if you can help, go ahead.
Enough! It's my turn! Attack! Full steam ahead!
Oh god, it's all out war. You know what? Now they're pulling their weight. So, good job.
No! This is not how it's supposed to go! This isn't right! This isn't fair!
Yes, it is.
You...
It's a game.
You...
Are you gonna say she cheated?
Wait. What type of creatures did you say you are again?
They didn't.
Well, Blake is a faunus. Little's a mouse. At least I think.
Sure.
Yeah, why
And
not?
the rest of us are human?
Uh-oh. Recognize those eyes from the preview.
Human? Human! I knew it! You must have cheated! All of you! Get them! Get them!
Run. Are the white pawns on our side here? Please? Oh, this is nice. I'm getting like Team Funky flashbacks for some reason. Aw, okay, they're not on our side. Oh, that's overkill. Ow.
Leave them alone! You're going to hurt them!
Ruby?
My royal birthday, and I can do whatever I like!
Ruby? They are perfectly capable of doing this, but Ruby, can you? Is it possible to like start picking up the pieces and get rid of them?
Yeah!
You might need to at this point. And yeah, we're running out of dust.
I've won! Give up already.
We won't.
Hey, there's wooden butts!
Oh, that's cool. She's like an angel. There's the glowy hair we all love. Are we doing the slingshot? That's a good combination. Oh, I want to see more of that. Catch them.
If you won't concede, then I will have you beheaded!
You can throw a tantrum if you want, but
Yeah.
we won! Take us to the tree!
Cards, their
Your Majesty! Oh, you must be so distraught.
You. I remember seeing you in a little
Unable to
trailer.
do the one thing you were put on this acre to do. I understand. Surely you don't want to behead them. They are but fragile things without a head. If you get angry and break them, they might not ever come back.
Ugh.
It's my birthday, and they wouldn't let
I
me.
know, Your Majesty. It truly isn't fair. You must play your game and win at any cost. It must hurt your heart. Let me help.
God, you really are the Cheshire Cat.
Fine. I won't behead them.
Are you
But I
crying?
never want to see them again.
Are you crying pearls? I distinctly remember some show doing that.
What about my friends?
Can't
They're
remember.
still tiny! And he promised he would...
Promises are like birds. They taste great, but always escape.
What?
You should go before he changes his mind.
Yeah, fair
Don't
point.
touch me.
Get out of there.
Come quickly.
You're banished!
Oh god. Oh god, we're into MC Escher territory. Yes.
This is the way out.
I can't tell if you're teleporting or if you can just duplicate yourself.
I don't know how that went so wrong. But thank you
Because the
for
prince is
saving us.
kind of a...
Good thing I dropped by the prince's party when I did. I usually hate parties. How did you end up in his game anyway?
We wanted to speak to the Red King, but he wasn't there. And now we're back where we started.
The king? How do you know him? Well, times change, you know, and so do we when it's our time to change. Don't you?
That's a statement. And I have a feeling that's going to be relevant to the volume. Where are we? Do not tell me we're back on the beach. Okay.
Did you hear that? There was a Red King. Right. But something's changed since then.
Great! So we're not in the stupid story after all.
No, we are.
We're in its stupid sequel.
Yeah, basically.
First things first. What are you? What did you need to talk to the king about? And what is your favorite dessert?
What, again?
Cookies?
We're humans,
Ugh,
and
I must say, you're not nearly as interesting as the others I've met. What about... Hold that thought.
Wait, others
What's the deal
plural.
with this cat? Can't anyone here be normal?
So more than Alex.
That's not just any cat. When Alex was lost, she met the Curious Cat.
Thank you,
Who
buddy.
loved to ask questions.
And the curious cat helped Alex find the tree. Wait, so the cat is our ticket out of here?
Sort of.
Rubes! Don't let that cat get away! Cat! Wait, cat! Oh, goodness. Now I need a nap.
Wait, little, you just woke up. You need another nap? I mean, I get it. I can understand. There's the Jabberwock. And it bleeds.
Fix.
Was that a pink meteor? Is that... Yep. She's here. Uh-oh. Neo? Calm down. Calm. Oh. Neo. Oh. What? Did your semblance evolve? Or is it the world? Oh god. I love you, Neo, but that's disturbing. So, are those all the figures, like, with Neo in the intro? Is just a bunch of versions of her? Red Prince, Michael McKellen. Yeah, they did a pretty good job making me dislike him. I mean, he's supposed to be unlikable, basically. But... and the little artwork there. God, that was such a cool moment. I kind of have to go back and watch that again, just so I can listen to the song that was happening in the background. Anything else? Okay. So, for that chapter, that was probably my favorite chapter so far. We finally got an action scene, which, to be honest, I didn't mind not having an action scene for like the first two chapters because it was focused more on the characters, and it still is. But God, that action scene was awesome. especially seeing the little combination attacks. Blake running on a bunch of glyphs that were kind of going in a spiral. The slingshot maneuver, complete with Weiss summoning the Armagigas' sword for Yang to swing around. It was just really awesome, and the little funky beat that was playing added to the moment a lot. I am questioning how long the rest of them are going to be stuck basically at Little's size. I'm wondering if it's the whole volume. I kind of doubt it, but if it is, it definitely makes things interesting. And I'm very happy that Neo is finally showing up. I'm very curious, again, like, if all of the hers there are meant to be the people surrounding her in the intro, especially since the intro seems to imply she's playing the role of basically the Mad Hatter. And basically just what else she's going to be doing. Like, did she kill the Jabberwocker? Is she going to use it? Like, what's her role in this story? And what exactly happened? Like, based on the story, like, as far as Blake has been describing it, it didn't seem like Alex killed the king or anything, but that seems to be the implication, that the king is no longer around, so the prince is in command right now. It just brings up a slew of questions. The animation was fantastic. I mentioned the music, but I'm also liking the general score and such. It adds to it. The visuals, like the background and such, the little set pieces, they all look great. The character design for the Curious Cat and the Prince, like, he's... I both dislike him, but also find him entertaining. It's kind of like Volume 1 Weiss. She was purposefully made to be unlikable at the start, and until you get to know her a bit more, and she starts developing into a better person. Although I feel like that's not going to happen with the Red Prince, obviously. If anything, he was also a bit unsettling, but again, that's the point. What else was it I wanted to mention? That might be it, honestly. Oh. I just realized we actually... I feel bad for saying this, but I just realized we haven't seen John. I hadn't really thought about that. Also, now that I think about it, I'm wondering why Neo arrived so much later than the rest of Team RWBY. I mean, I suppose it's possible she didn't. That maybe maybe that happened while they were doing this. That's the only thing I can think of. Overall, it was a good episode. Probably my favorite of the volume so far, and I'm enjoying the volume a lot. I understand there's some mixed opinions because it's like Volume 4. It focuses specifically on the characters, less on the action. Which, yeah, I know, the action scenes are what drew a good number of people to RWBY in the first place. But I believe I stated this in a previous video. You need to have characters that you can care about in order to effectively care about what's happening to them. Basically, for example, I can go to a cool fight in, say, Dragon Ball Z. Like, the Goku versus Majin Vegeta fight. It looks awesome and such. But it hits better because I've watched the episodes or read the manga chapters and gotten up to that point. I know the characters, I care about them and what's going to happen to them. There's a more emotional connection. If I just looked up cool, like, if I knew nothing about RWBY and just looked up, say, this action scene, it wouldn't mean anything to me, at least not much. I'd be like, hey, that's cool. Like, what's going on here? But that'd basically be the extent. Might get me to check out the show, but other than that, and I'd be spoiling myself, of course. But you need to have those moments of like, okay, let's take a break from the action and the darkness. Let's take that moment to do a deep dive into our characters so we can develop them. We can get you to understand their reasoning and motivation even more, and just do things that we can't otherwise do during an action scene, especially if the action scenes were happening one after another. That would be kind of a problem. I realize I should probably turn off this window. Alright. So. Now that's done. But yeah, I understand there's some mixed opinion over that, and to which I say, as politely as possible, get over it. You're gonna have emotional moments. You're gonna have an emotional season or volume. That needs to happen for you to care what's gonna happen in the story. There's no arguing on that. If you're in for just cool action scenes and such, fine. Look up clips or something. Or go watch another show. Or film, whatever. For cool action that's like primarily action. That should satisfy you. Because clearly this isn't for you then. And don't call this filler either. It's a filler arc because it focuses on the characters. No, it's clearly not. Volume 4 wasn't a filler arc because it was literally about them traveling all the way to Mistral. It was about progressing their character arcs that really started kicking into that really like got kickstarted by Volume 3 and such. I mean, the character arcs were already happening, but it kind of put them into overdrive, basically. So, and it was important. Like, I mean, for God's sakes, what was happening with Ironwood in Volume 4 ultimately set up the circumstances for Volume 7. And obviously, you couldn't have had Volume 5 without Team RWBY effectively uniting with each other by effectively getting on their paths to that point. So no, this isn't a filler season. And is it a bit of a detour from what we were doing? Yes, but it's still important to the overall main story. This is going to play a part in their characters for Volume 10 and whatever comes next. And I'm interested in that. I'm loving to see where that's going. If I wanted to watch cool action scenes, I could go to any number of anime, like bog standard anime out there, and that would satisfy my interest. I want a show with a colorful cast I can care about. Sorry if that was a bit of a rant, but I heard that argument enough and just wanted to put my 2 cents out there. So, short, I guess TLDR, I really liked the episode. I'm looking forward to what comes out next. So, thank you all for watching. If you decided to watch for whatever reason, please leave a comment. I don't need any likes or anything. Don't bother. But please leave a comment. I'm open to discussion. And have a good day. See ya.